The kingdom of Lumbasa was a land of grandeur and mystery, where tradition ruled and secret lurked in the shadows. The people revered their rulers, believing the gods had chosen them. Queen Adesuwa, wife of King Obadele, was a woman of grace and wisdom. Yet she carried a secret that, if revealed, could shake the foundation of the throne. On the night of the annual moon festival, when the sky was bathed in silver light, Queen Adesuwa stood on the palace balcony, her fingers tracing the intricate embroidery of her royal cloak. The drum echoed through the city and laughter filled the air, but her heart pounded with a fear she could not suppress. Beneath the palace, in the deepest part of the underground chambers, a hidden door concealed something no one in the kingdom suspected, a forbidden chamber known only to the queen. Inside, a flickering oil lamp illuminated ancient scrolls, sacred, and a single enchanted object, a golden amulet pulsating with an airy glow. Years ago, an oracle had whispered a prophecy to Adesua, her voice trembling. The one who wears the crown shall carry the power of two words, one seen, one hidden. But when the truth meets the throne, blood shall stain the land. She was only a princess then, unaware of what the words truly meant. But on the night she married Obadele and became queen, she discovered the secret hidden within her own bloodline, a magic forbidden by the Council of Elders, an inheritance from a past long buried. Her mother has once wielded the power to command the elements, to see beyond time, to bend fate itself. It was a power feared by men, condemned by the priestess, and punishable by exit or exile or death. And now it flowed within her veins. King Obadele was a man of unwavering belief in tradition. He ruled with an iron fist, ensuring that the laws of their ancestors remained unchallenged. Yet, in recent months, he had sensed something shifting in his wife, an unease, a guarded look in her eyes. One evening, he found her gazing at the moon, her fingers clutching something beneath her robes. "What troubles you, my queen?" he asked, his voice deep and commanding. Adesua forced a smile, but her fingers tightened around the hidden amulet. "Nothing, my king. The weight of the crown is heavy tonight." Obadele studied her carefully. He had known her for years, yet lately she seemed to drift between words, one of the duty and one of secrecy. He resolved to uncover whatever she was hiding. In the days that followed, whispers spread through the palace. Servants claimed to have seen strange light flickering beneath the queen's chamber at night. A few even swore they heard voices, words spoken in an ancient tongue that had long been forgotten. The high priest, Elder Okonjo, approached the king. "Your Majesty, there is unrest among the people. They say the queen walks the halls when the moon is high, speaking to the spirits unseen." Obadele frowned. "Rumors and foolishness." Okonjo's gaze darkened. "Perhaps, but if there is truth to these whispers, it must be dealt with." That night, the king ordered his most trusted guard to watch the queen's chambers. What they discovered left them speechless. At midnight, the queen slipped into the hidden chamber. The guards, concealed in the shadows, peered through a narrow opening in the wall. Adesua held the golden amulet in her palms, whispering words in a forgotten language. The air around her shimmered, and suddenly a gust of wind filled the chamber through there were no windows. The amulet's glow intensified, revealing symbols carved into the walls, symbols that guards did not understand, but what sent shiver down their spines was the voice that filled the chamber, not the queen's, but something else. A deep, echoing whisper spoke. The time is near. The girls fled in terror, reporting what they had seen to the king. King Obadele was furious. He summoned Adesua to the royal court, where the council of elders awaited. The air was thick with judgment. "Explain yourself," the king demanded. "Are you practicing the forbidden arts?" Adesua's heart pounded. She had prepared for this moment, but not so soon. "I have done nothing to betray this kingdom," she said firmly. Elder Okonjo stepped forward. "We have witnessed, my queen, the spirits you call upon. Who are they?" A heavy silence followed. Then she lifted her chin. "They are my ancestors." The court erupted into chaos. Some called for her imprisonment, others for exile. The king's expression was unreadable, but Adesua knew she had lost his trust. She had to act quickly. That night, with the help of her royal handmaid, she escaped the palace, disappearing into the forest beyond Lumbasa. The king's soldiers pursued her, but she had one advantage. They did not understand the power that flowed through her veins. Under the silver moon, she whispered an incantation, and the trees themselves bent to shield her. Weeks passed, and rumors spread that the queen had sought refuge with an ancient sect of sorcerers in the mountains. The king, torn between duty and love, waged war against the unseen. He sent his best warriors to find her, to end what he believed was a growing threat. But Adesua was no longer just a queen. She was something more. She had embraced her lineage, wielding powers she had once feared. One fateful night, she returned not as the queen they had known, but as a force of nature. The sky darkened as she entered the palace gates. The torches flickered. The guards trembled. King Obadele stood at the step of the throne, sword in hand. "You return as an enemy?" "I return as what I was meant to be," she said, her voice steadily. Elder Okonjo stepped forward. "She is a threat to the kingdom." Adesua raised a hand, and the elder's voice was silenced, not by force, but by truth. "You feared what you did not understand, but I have not come to destroy Lumbasa. I have come to save it." The wind hollowed, and suddenly a shadow detached from the walls, a hidden traitor, dagger in hand, lunging for the king. Adesua moved faster than thought, intercepting the assassin. The kingdom watched in stunned silence as the true enemy was revealed, a trusted general who had plotted to overthrow the throne. The king, humbled, turned to his queen. "I was wrong to fear you." Adesua placed a hand over his. Magic and tradition must work together, not as enemy, but as allies. The kingdom laws changed that night. The past was honored, but the future embraced. Adesuwa's name was sung by griots for generations. The golden amulet, its purpose fulfilled, was hidden forever. The throne remained strong, not because of power alone, but because of wisdom. And so, a new legacy was born. One where magic and tradition no longer collide, but danced as one. And in the heart of Lumbasa, the queen's secret became the kingdom's strength.